Hello, hello, hello. My name is NicholassRivas, and I talk about politics and stuff. And today we're going to be talking about the Alex Jones case that's recently come back in the news because he's now having to pay nearly $1 billion to the Sandy Hook families that were falsely acclaimed of having children be actors in the tragedy. So, from my understanding, the jury came out, said he had to pay the 1 billion. I I'm still not sure if that 49 million we saw during that time of the court battles originally, when we kept seeing clips of people kind of hound Alex Jones, and that those just embarrassing clips that of him fighting with the jury. I don't know if those are already on top of this, or this was just outshot, because I'm reading it here and it just sounds like he has to pay this 1 billion, but I see no mention if this is a separate thing. um Maybe I'm just a fool who doesn't understand how this litigation stuff works, but I'm not seeing anything signifying that he has additional payments. Either way, he has to pay 965 million. The man is obviously in the wrong. The man is an idiot and a terrible person for pushing this terrible rhetoric. I've seen clips of him saying, "I never, said this, that. I was just, reporting what the internet was saying." But then you see him say like, "Oh, now I'm for sure that this was a crisis actor. Look at this clip. Oh, I'm 100% for sure now that this person was faking," and da 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 da. Like there's clip after clip of him just being outright for this side, and he's not playing this sort of like devil's advocate and I'm just reiterating the news and getting people informed. No. He was part of this rampant, disgusting push from the get go. He's never been the "I'm just reporting the news" guy. If he has been, then he's been really fucking good at playing an actor of sorts, or lying to himself about it, because never once did he question it from the other side, in a sense. Like, he wasn't this like playing from both sides. So obviously he's in the wrong. Obviously he is not a good person, and obviously he deserves all of this. He's destructive and a purposeful misspreading information person. Yet and then on top of that, during this broadcast, he was also doing his podcast, talking that they're giving out money to the jury, and they're giving out money to the victims, and like he was making fun of them. I think what really hits me, though, the main reason I wanted to make this video: Alex Jones is a guy who seemingly rose to fame for being a kooky character, which, for one, I'm disgusted with as a society, that we keep doing this. Somebody who's just outrageous and crazy, like a Kanye, will get all this attention just because of their character. We have a fascination for watching people in these car wrecks. We watch these people, look how crazy they are. We give them their platform, from Trump to Kanye to Alex Jones. So that's for one. That's what's disgusting me. For two, the idea that Alex Jones does have a fan base, and the idea that he did get this far, and those people have every right to exist. Because if something, I think, is as dumb and stupid as Alex Jones is, then we should be able to battle ideas and get him ousted, right? But so I get that. I get that we should have the ability to argue against this person and feel confident that our argument could sway people, right? We're not trying to sway Alex Jones because he's too far gone. He's profiting off of these things too. I mean, the man is a businessman who has a business surrounding him because of his antics. Either people love to just hate watch, or people genuinely believe what he says. So the Alex Joneses of the world have a right to exist, per se. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the whole deplatforming, but he deserves every shitty thing he's ever said, and he definitely should fall under defamation. I'm very even weary of litigation, because I'm like, well, I should be able to, as a freedom person, say you stink, right? Like, I always felt that was right, and like defamation was always weird, but it's not like it's unprecedented and they don't have a case. And what he said was defamation in my eyes. So maybe I'm being hypocritical. Maybe I'm just looking this at a partisan side. I don't know. All I do know is Alex Jones is somebody who I definitely believe deserves this, but I'm not going to hold my breath and think that this was a sort of fix, because the people that still watch him are still going to watch him. And I hope this is kind of the nail in the coffin of his ideas, but it's not. I mean, his disgusting rhetoric is still going to continue and persist, I think, through one vessel or another. So, yeah, I think that's where I kind of feel defeated with the whole Alex Jones situation, is that this guy even had a fan base. This guy even had people looking into him like he was a hero. You know, like it's disappointing to even think this was a guy with fame and notoriety. So, as much as I feel that this stuff is good, and I'm glad that he's gonna get his just deserves, I don't think it's a win per se. I mean, the kids are still dead. He still has a fan base. People like him never really die until they die. You know, like I think Trump, even his ideology is gonna outlast him. It's it's not new to have crazies in this world, but it's really sad to see that crazies are this good at profiting off of the less educated. And you would call them crazy as well, right? Those people who believe in all this shit, but man, it just don't feel right. It just feels like shit. Like I feel like, we're battling somebody who doesn't deserve to even have a fair conversation per se. Like I feel like he's not trying to have a fair conversation. I would love to debate the guy and really talk, but I saw him in the Andrew Callahan interview where he's just gish galloping and he's making arguments where he's like, I killed Sandy Hook kids, just so you don't take his argument seriously. Like he's doing all of this purposefully because he doesn't want to engage. He's not someone who cares. He's not somebody who's logical and respectable, and there was a moment of humanity when I saw him shit on Trump, but I've never seen that since. And it leads me to believe that maybe like in that moment he realized that the checks that weren't going to get signed if he didn't ride Trump's dick. So, it's unfortunate and it sucks. And it feels like people like him are forever going to thrive in this shit world. So, definitely being a sad boy in this instance. Like I'm not trying to be too pessimistic, but it does feel like it's one of these things where I just feel like we're in a losing battle with these crazies. We're not going to be coming out of this with high hopes, unfortunately. I think this is a step forward, and I think this is something that we can be proud of, that we got this idiot punished, but it's not a win until I think these people's ideologies are just as ridiculous as their main characters are. So the Alex Jones of the world, I think that's a step closer, but I'm not satisfied until these idiots. I mean, when you have someone like Trump still existing and he is not too far from that rhetoric, it goes to show just how far we have to go, how much work is needed. So I think it's a good place to end it here. Thank you guys so much, and yabba dabba doo. Goodbye.
Switching sides. Destroy the objective. Charges acquired.
Target eliminated. Female enemy removed.
Bomb carrier down. Eliminate the operator. Show those imperialists this was no fluke. Switching sides. Protect the objectives.
Get a spy plane on station above.
Spy plane perimeter established, Angel 3.
Arming C4.
Thanks for overflight.
Talkie.
Eliminate their last operator. Show those imperialists this was no fluke.
I want to jump across that bitch and it said no.
Tango front.
Switching rally points. Exterminate the objectives. We got the bomb. We lost the bomb.
That's a kill.
That's Nazgaro. You have the party's gratitude.